Welcome back again. We are continuing with our series. We want to look at Bible is Tswana history. Okay, we are doing the second session of it. Now, when we talk about this, we obviously need to provide evidence, and I think if we are familiar with the Bible, really all roads, like some people saying, all roads lead to Canaan. Okay, so we need to discuss Abraham because if the Bible is Botswana history, then we need to also look at Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, when our enemies were hiding words and trying to hide our history and did the ancient reprogramming. And what I mean by ancient reprogramming is that due to slavery, the separation of parents from children, if you separate me, the parent, from my children, obviously, and start teaching my children, evil stuff and wrong falsehood, my children are gonna grow, you know, thinking that this is the truth. But because of the grace of the Lord, we are now awakening and we are finding the truth. Okay, so we need to go back, to our roots and to look through on what they did. So in today's presentation, I want to talk about the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, so I want to look at I will be looking at the names of our forefathers. Okay, I'm using this book. It's called Tswana English Tswana Dictionary. Okay, so this is the different edition. It was the first edition was in 1875, and probably it was rich. It had obvious words and that we could use and all that. But this editions means that normally there was twist and change and like we are having the Bible today. You have the King James versions, and then you have another version, the NIV, and they're trying to hiding the truth. Okay, so anyway, I have this dictionary. So we'll be looking at the words. So we are looking at the word Abraham. We're identifying what his name is in Setswana. Okay, so we first start with Abraham. Okay, now his name, this is ancient Setswana. This is old Setswana. Okay, so what we are saying is that the Bible is Botswana history. Okay, so here I'm proving to you the name of Abraham. Okay, what it means and where it's coming from. Okay, so I'm at page 102 of this old Setswana dictionary. So the name is Hara. Okay, this is Setswana. This is the old, name of Abraham. His name is Hara. And here it explains to us, okay? So the singularity of it is Bohara, right? Bohara. We no longer use this this word, but it says here that this is same as Ra or Ra. Okay, father when used vocatively. So Abraham's name means father. Okay, so that was his name. Remember that if recall the story of Abraham, he had no child, so but that was his name. Okay, and Now we are learning that, oh, his name was changed. His name was Abram, and then he was changed to Abraham. Okay, so the story goes. But now we see that Hara, okay, means father. Okay, so now when Abraham, uh, when he was blessed, and he was promised that his seed will be as the sand and or as the number of the stars and all that. So this is where you have the name Haraho, okay, or Harahwe. So according to this dictionary, Haraho means Boharaho, okay, same as Raraho, thy father, okay, because before then he was just nobody's father, but then when he was blessed, now somebody could okay, harajo, okay, boharajo, okay, that was the the name harajwe, okay. So this is the old Setswana, boharahwe, okay. And also notice the words Abba, okay. So Abba, okay, is to give, okay. So, but I wanted to focus on the root word harahwe, okay, harajo. So this is the words. Now we're going to also look at the words for his, the title, the name of his wife. Okay. Now here, we are told that her name was Sarai. Okay, but that is not true. The name for Abraham's wife is Sala. Okay, Sala. If you look at what it means to remain or to remain behind when others are going. Okay. In fact, her name was Mosala. Okay. Mosala. All right. Excuse me. Okay, let's look at the scripture. This is Genesis chapter 17. So we are reading verses 15 and 16. So we are deciphering, unpacking the truth. This name, the true name of Sarah. Okay. And God said unto Abraham, as for Sarai, thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be. Okay. So what I'm now saying to you is that according to the old Setswana, according to our research, the name of Abraham's wife was Mosala, okay, the one who remained behind. Remember, this woman was the one who was barren. Okay, she remained behind in what? In the fact that she couldn't bear any children to Abraham. So she was called Mosala, okay, the one who remained behind, or Sala, okay, the one who remains behind. Now, if we read now that her name should be changed, and verse 16, okay, so her name now was changed to, this is the old Setswana, words. Her name was now changed to Mosari, okay. So because in verse 16 it says, and I will bless her, okay, and give thee a son also of her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Okay. Now, if Sarah is going to, bear kings, okay, the mother of nations, and she will have kings of people. So it makes sense then that her name should be Mosari. But what does Mosari mean? Okay, so this is a very interesting thing. This is what Mosari mean according to the old Setswana word. Okay, so this we are at this dictionary, Mosari. Okay, so or Mesari, a mental. Isn't it not fitting now that she will have nations of kings? Shouldn't she not be wearing a mantle? And what is mantle in Setswana? The old Setswana is mosari. Okay, in fact, the modern day also. So it's mosari. Okay, other words that shows elevation. Okay, or if you are not married, when you get married, you become wife in Setswana becomes mosadi. Okay, so but if you go to the old Setswana, Sarah's name is Mosari. Okay, with R-I. Okay, because Mosari means mental. Okay, so let's go on. So let's go on to Isaac. Okay, and find out what it means. All right, so excuse me, let me repeat myself. What are we saying here? We are saying Mosari, okay, is the name, the new name that was given to Sarai. Okay, this is Mosari. Okay, this is the word. Okay, and we are saying that this word, okay, means a mantle. Okay, a karos made of beast skin. Okay, so since she was going to have a nations of kings with her, she will probably be herself being crowned or having a mantle. Okay, excuse me. So that is the name of that is the real name of her. Now the modern day also interchangeable with R is a D, as in Mosadi wa his wife. Okay, because when you are a wife, you are somehow elevated. Okay, so you are married. Okay, so but the old Setswana means of Mosari means a mantle. And we also have seen that before this Mosari, she was called Mosala, okay, with an L, Mosala, okay, one who remained. She was without children. She remained barren, okay. So, okay, again, also, I think it's important for, for us to know what this mantle or this animal, beast, the mantle made from it. So, this animal, you find it in Southern Africa, it's not in the Levant region, where we are told that the Arab is the Holy Land and blah, 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 okay? It's important to, get an understanding of these things. All right, so we are moving on with Isaac. Okay, so now the proper name for Isaac, okay? We see this word here. This word, the modern word that is used today is Same, okay? It is Same, but when you look at the meaning, at the same as Saka, okay? This is the word that Isaac means with a double A, Saka, okay? So this is Same, okay. So for Isaac, it's Saka, okay. What does it? It's the same as if you have said mine, okay. Hope you can see that. So Isaac's name is Saka. So you could perhaps maybe say Selonyana Saka, okay. Remember, or mine little precious thing, okay. So this will be an expression for Mosari or Sarah to say, because this was her only child, Saka, okay. So this is what we are learning, okay. All right, so this is probably the name for Isaac, Saka, okay, the same as you say Sami, okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we are moving on to Jacob. Okay, in the previous other sessions, we indicated that, in fact, his name is Yakobamo, okay, of the house, okay, of worship. So, house being Ntlu, okay, of, yeah, and then worship being Kobamo, okay. In fact, the word Kobamo and Kubama, okay, they denote the same thing as in kneeling, okay. So now, so Setswana will have, names or same letters of that could be used in different sentences. For example, I could give you I could say nama means meat. So if I say, give me some meat, it will be mpanama. Okay, when I'm talking, and in this sentence, it's clear that I'm asking for food. But I can also use the same pronunciation, the same lettering, but meaning something else. Namamaoto will then be something totally different. Stretch out your legs. Okay, so now we are going to see the name of Jacob. Okay, because this is very, very important. Excuse me. Now, when we get to Jacob, many people have, looked at what Esau was saying, that Jacob was a supplanter. I mean, if he was a supplanter, how then was he blessed? Okay, or a supplanter or a crooked path? Okay, but Esau, meaning Esau, the Edomites, okay, the children of Esau, okay, Esau, their father, sold his birthright. And so he could have been clear and honest with his father. Say, my father, I've already sold my birthright for some red pottage. Okay. So now, if you look at Micah chapter 2, this is where we can pick the meaning of what Jacob is. Excuse me. And for me, I believe that this name means Kobamo, okay, or the house of Jacob means the house of worship, okay. So let's read verse 7. And thou art, although that art named the house of Jacob. How can somebody's name be the house of Jacob? So that means that Jacob is what? Okay. So others have said, or no, this Yakubi means the firstborn. Okay. But if you look at the other following words, is the Spirit of the Lord straitened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that worketh uprightly? Okay. So, Yakobamo, we're going to look at Kobamelo, and we're going to also look at Kubama, because now the Lord is saying, you know, are this his doing? Do not my words do good to him that worketh uprightly? And that's when his name was now changed. Okay, so so his name was now changed to uprightness. Okay, so let's look at what we can pick here. Okay, you can see the root word koba mo. Okay, or koba melo. So will mean worship. Okay, you can see worship, koba melo. Okay, a bowing down to worship. Okay, so now excuse me, we're looking at this word also, kubame. Okay, that is denotes kneeling down. So when you look at it, it's saying knelt. Okay, or is kneeling, be in labor of a woman. Okay, has given birth. So now if you look at the other word kubamisa, kubamisa will mean cause to kneel or assist the woman who is in labor. Okay, now but if you look at this one, it is saying being labor of a woman. Who was in labor for a woman? In fact, two women. You remember that to pay the dowry, Jacob actually had to, work 7 years for Laban. Okay, and he was given Rachel, but he loved Leah, I believe, or maybe I'm twisting them. So now, and then he also had to labor again the other 7 more years. Okay, so now it's interesting that one of the as they are explaining in this dictionary, that to kubame meaning to labor, of a woman or for a woman, if you like. You see, so now he is the only guy who labored. His labor was the dowry, was the lobola, was bohadi. Okay, for the two women. But we also pick where the Lord, in Micah, where the Lord talks about the house of Jacob. Okay, so and so this is the name, of Jacob. Okay. Now I also want to maybe discuss the other two, maybe Esau as well as Rebecca. Okay, so here we are looking at Rebecca. This is Genesis 25, chapter 25, verses 20 and 21. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebecca to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. Okay, verse 21. This is what we are learning. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. Okay. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Okay. So now we are going back to the Sotwana words of what the Rebekah means. Okay. All right. So we are looking at the word Reba. Okay. So we can see that a peace, bring to peace. Okay, bring to peace. Why? She was barren. Okay, every woman will long to have a child, and when you have a child, you'll be appeased, or you will be brought to peace. Okay, so this is Rebecca's word. Okay, all right. Okay, so then Esau means white. Esau, that's what it means. Okay, in fact, the word was pinned in 1680s or so, when they declared themselves white. So now if you look at in South Africa and here, there was whites only, black only, toilets, or restaurant. So but white in Sotho means sweu, esweu. Okay, that's what Esau means. Okay, all right. So now let me just stop here. We'll continue now. Probably the next want to talk about the Tswana, words of Sabbath. Okay, and get into details what it means in some other session. All right. Thank you so much for your support and for your prayers, and as we continue to turn every stone, and to get back to our roots, to learning of our ancestors. This is the spirit of Elijah, isn't it? Where the fathers, I believe that let me just get there. This is it Malachi? Okay, if you get to Malachi, there will be a time when what? Okay. Malachi chapter 4 verse 6. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Okay, so we are going back to our roots. Okay, this is what it's all about, this awakening. Okay, going back to learning of our ancestors, who we truly were, and forget about the lies. This devil is a liar. Okay, and so we are thankful for Amodimo, our Creator, for His mercy, blessing us with the rain, with health, with food, with clothes, with everything that we have, with peace. Okay, all right.